fans, well forward to another in the series, Irie United. We will review Manchester United performance after each game day. Um, this game, Manchester United hosted a neighbour, Manchester City. We can ever call them nice neighbour again. Them win Latour and you know them turn smarty I know, you know what I mean? Yeah, them turn smarty I know. So we never know, you know what I mean? When them play domino and all of them something there. Yeah, see me? Alright. They came to our house and they gave us a proper spanking. The game ended 3-1 to Manchester City. It was a game once again. We lose a game and I can't really put a finger upon the players them. We have to just point all of the finger them upon Solskjaer. You know what I mean? As per usual, you know we are gonna review the team performance and a whole, as well as individual performance from manager go right down to the last person where come out on the field. You know what I mean? But before we do that, remember to do this. If you're new to the thing, remember subscribe to the thing. You know what I mean? When you subscribe, remember to press the little bell or something if you get the notification them. You see me? If you agree with some of the things that I'm say, remember to just give it a little thumbs up something there, you see me? Alright, without further ado, we'll just dive right into this thing and we're gonna start with Solskjaer as usual, you know what I mean? If you listen to the words that come out of Solskjaer mouth during the build up to this game, Carabao Cup, semi-final, 2-leg business. You could have bet your house, your land, your car. You could have go to the bank and draw out your little savings, and if you have your separate investment, you could have go draw down for your investments and liquefy everything where you have and go to the gambling shop and put everything on the fact that there are certain things about Solskjaer. There are certain the only consistency about Manchester United this season is that Solskjaer is predictable. And you could have put your bottom dollar, why for bottom dollar? You could have put your every cent where you have. You could have put every cent where you have on the fact that you're certain that him going to play Jesse Lingard as a 10. That's for sure. You know what I mean? You could have put every cent where you have on the fact that if Maguire now play, him will play Calamity Jane. I mean, Crash Dummy. I mean, Phil Jones in him place. You know what I mean? And more than did lose, because I did almost certain say Luke Shaw go play, but him beat me upon that one day. Eventually him come to him senses and play Brandon Williams. I don't know. For the life of me, I can't understand this brother here. You know what I mean? I can't understand this brother here. With whatever language you speak, however you pronounce, zero, zilch, nada, not, nothing. You know what I mean? You can pronounce it and say, boy, Jesse Lingard has given you zero reasons, no reason whatsoever for the man to be this persistent with this little man here. I don't know what it is that him see over the years, because as I said before, you know, Lingard at him very, very best, you know. Lingard at him very, very, very best is a squad player, you know. I don't see him as a starter, you know. He probably would have started a championship, really. And when the team get promoted, them seek for go improve upon them. Them seek for get a quality 10 to play the Premier League. I don't see the reason why this man persists with Jesse Lingard. But he have to know, you know what I mean? He have to know. All I know is that the people that believe in him, the fans that believe in him, take time he might piss everybody off. He might piss everybody off with him team selection, with him lack of ideas, with him lack of tactical know-how, you know what I mean? With him lack of enthusiasm on the sideline, with him it's like you just start the car, put one big stone on the gas pedal, push down the handbrake and just let go the car, and if it runs straight, it runs straight. If it run a gully, it run a gully. That is the impression we get when the man put the team out on a match day. It's like him just say, yo, when I go out, I go say if I can't win the game. You know, if they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. But him don't even have an idea where I'm gonna do when him go there. I mean, come on. See, Lingard as a 10 work against Tottenham. And subsequent to our beating Tottenham, everybody realized that Tottenham never really all that good. So Manchester United beating Tottenham was, a good victory, but that it wasn't nothing special because after the fact Tottenham barely win a couple games since Man U beat them. You know what I mean? It worked against City, but the dynamic has changed. You no longer have McTominay in the midfield. You no longer have Maguire in the defense. So yeah, it did work against them, but certain things has changed. You know Pepper got change up in tactics, so you have to change up your tactic as well. You know what I mean? The Andres Pereira, him not show you nothing as a 6. Him don't show you a single thing as a 6. For you to warrant your process with him as a 6 when you have under 23 midfielders, Leard and Ghana, them can't do any worse. Neither of those two players could have done any worse as a 6. For your persist with Pereira as a 6. When him, while he's not that great a player, while he's not the starting 10 where you would have want as a Manchester United fan, but his performance is better as a 10. Now, as a manager, you don't want the best player in the best position. You know what I mean? To get the best result out of the team. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe him see something where me not see. Drop a comments if you think that there is something else to this thing. Maybe we can't fathom him genius. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. Alright, that here need a job. Not that we're disloyal, not that we don't rate him, not that we don't think that he should be the number 1 keeper for Manchester United. But over the past year and coming into the new year, his performance has not been that great in its totality. Number 1, I have never really rate him all that highly. Really, but no, when you're not do what you do best, then you're not good. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, and neither him neither sit. Sergio Romero has proven to be a quality backup, probably, arguably the best number 2 in the Premier League. I mean, you know what I mean? We can't debate on that. Another ordinary performance from him. He wasn't that great. Wan-Bissaka, always gonna be Wan-Bissaka. Him don't really give that 8 out of 10 performance, that 9 out of 10 performance going forward. But in defense, you're going to get that always. You know what I mean? In defense, you're going to get that always. Lindelof was at best a 4 out of 10 in the game. He make Mahrez bully him on one of the goal. Him go lay down and skin out on one of the goal. Him just a scream, drop me for 2 and 0. Him just a scream, drop me for 2 and 0. And this is what I don't get with Solskjaer. Jones crash dummy. Each time him play since Solskjaer I manage this team. Each time Jones play, Jones managed to shit up the field. Big woman thing. And each time Tuanzebe play, him show you all the attributes that are needed for get for warrant a start in the Manchester United side. But for some reason, I don't know why him not get a start yesterday. I don't know why. Jones need to just get sell. As a matter of fact, Man U have enough money where they can just cancel Jones' contract. I think recently, in the near past, them cancel a couple of contracts. I think they can just cancel Phil Jones' contract and just say, oh brother, find our next club. You know what I mean? He's that bad. He's that bad. And you know, we don't have to go over it again. You know, Smalling out, they're probably the best defender in terms of defending we have, but in there Roma desperately want to sign him right now. I don't know. Another shitty performance from Jones. If you look back on the goal, them, him just all over the shop. The worst defender in the club right now. I think even one under 18 defender. Would have probably performed better than Jones right now. Brandon Williams, in positional sense, well, I see team a play, you know. You know what I mean? I see team a play and come up against Mahrez and another ball playing wingers who tricky and probably would have deceived even some of the better fullbacks in the league. Not making any excuse for him, but I think a game like this, he will learn some valuable lessons from. Games like this, him shouldn't play a long time, so that when them a game come around, the performance would have much improved. But you can see all the attributes you need to know that he's going to be a fullback in the future. I think maybe he was also dashing me in for him fail, you know what I mean? But I think him come out alright. Not him not come out clean and shining, but him come out alright, you know what I mean? Him come out alright. We have to judge Pereira as a 6 because him play as a 6 and as a 6 again, him come out on the opposite side of the bar, you know, in a negative sense, you know what I mean? At best Pereira was a 4.5. Maybe if more and be generous because I rate him, would have said him probably come out as a 5 out of 10 performance. Give away the ball. His mentality is an attacking player. And when your mentality is like that, when your instinct is like that, then especially when you come under pressure, your instinct going to chip in. You're going to try to play that high risk ball, which probably sometimes is what we need, but you have to know when to play it, you know what I mean? And that is where maybe somebody like a Laird or whatever would have more instinctive in terms of playing in that central midfield role. You know what I mean? Pereira was poor again. Sorry for Fred. You know what I mean? We continue for sorry for him because when McTominay in the midfield, Fred then that Solskjaer around for set up the man, then that kill him with working at that midfield here. You know what I mean? And him continue to come out with passing grades. You know what I mean? I don't even think him put a foot wrong all season. You know what I mean? From him catch farm, from him get him bearings going, from him get him range going, him I going well. Rashford tired. Him score a goal, but in terms of the totality and performance, Rashford tired. You know what I mean? You can see it. He need a rest. Rashford need a rest, you know what I mean? It was a tired performance again from Marcus Rashford, but him score a goal. So you have to give him somewhere in the region about 7. You know what I mean? You have to score him up there so because him get the opportunity and him take it. You know what I mean? And a goal scoring for something. Goal count for something. Jesse Lingard. You know what I mean? Him not pick himself. And at best him not good. But in the current state, him wouldn't even get make the bench for maybe all the other Premier League side. To include Aston Villa and Southampton and them side. I don't think Jesse Lingard would even make the match day squad. but for some reason Solskjaer find it relevant to start him. You know what I mean? No, not the youth. Him farm really desert him for a really long time, and Solskjaer maybe find it necessary for say, boy, alright, I'm gonna play him so till him find back in farm. But even in a farm, is not a starter. He's not a starter. He's a player where you play now. The unimportant Carabao Cup, the unimportant Europa League or the FA Cup early rounds, third round business. He's a kind of player where, and you'd even start him as a 10 either. You'd have play him probably upon the right side of the attack or whatever. Yeah, go out there, go get up and done. That's all him good for. You know what I mean? Them man if you run for Great Britain at Olympics will come up. Because that seems to be his only attribute. Coach yanked him at half time because he should have get yanked even before half time. He should have get yanked from about 15-20 minutes. Somebody like a Mourinho or one of them coaches that take him off and make the tactical change. But Solskjaer wait till half time. You know what I mean? Greenwood get the assist, but in the totality, I want for the future. But that game, it wasn't all that. Ordinary performance. Him get the assist, some would have give him a 6. Maybe if you want to be generous, you give him a 6.5 out of 10 for his performance. You know what I mean? James. I still believe that James just need something to drop him with. You know what I mean? I still believe that I see the attributes I need to believe that I don't have a problem with Solskjaer persisting with James. You know what I mean? I still believe that him have the attributes I need. I see the attributes I need to believe that him just needs something to drop him with. Him gain some confidence and start put out some quality performance. But it was another ordinary performance from him. You know what I mean? It was another ordinary performance from him. 5 out of 10 really at best. 5 out of 10 really at best. Half time Solskjaer bring on Matic. Never looked that bad in the game. Still believes him take too much touch out of the football as a central midfielder. Dilly-dally on it too much. You know what I mean? Waste too much time on the football. But in the totality and performance, him probably come put on a 6 out of 10 performance for the second half. Really because Man City really take them foot off of the gas. So him get more time than him need on the football to really play some football. You know what I mean? If Gomez could have come on the field, then Gomez could have started. And him my next one was Solskjaer throw in, dash in, take him and just dash him in and say sink or swim. And while him not swim, bossy and float and gallivant like you know what I mean? But him come out on the other side, him come out and show us a boy if him did get game, him probably could have do a job for we in the starting 11. You know what I mean? So in performance warrant him more game time. And make we say Solskjaer I go put him in there. You know what I mean? And come give him maybe another 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 performance. Him never really all that bad. The game they kinda gone when Martial come on the field. I don't know why Solskjaer put him on at that point in time. Maybe I don't know what the idea was, but he bring him on the field, and I've never really get much opportunity to do anything really. The game dead, the confidence dead. The brother don't seem to understand football really. Solskjaer don't seem to understand football, and I would really like to know him getting coaching credential if him pay some money for it. It look like some bandula business, because Solskjaer look like between him and Carrick and McKenna, all three of them conjure up that they start in 11, and even while we are get beaten, even while Man City are run circles round Fred in the midfield, because Fred alone in the midfield. The three of them sit down on the bench and none of them couldn't couldn't knock them head together and say, alright, boy, after 20 minutes, boy, this not gonna work, you know. So make we make the change, make the tactical change, I mean all other coaches do it. All other coaches do it. You know, from Phil Jones come to Manchester United, I still believe that he better suited as a tackling midfielder. You know what I mean? I'm better suited as a tackling midfielder. Man said you have different tactics where a man can use. You know what I mean? Him could have started somebody else side of Freddie. We are going to tackle. We are going to just come in, win some tackles, rough up man in the midfield, win the ball, and make Fred do some work in the midfield. You know what I mean? Do something else, man. Try something else, man. But you see him bullshit over and over again. Come on, dude. But anyway, another less than ordinary performance from the team in general. You know what I mean? Man City, when they really checking at the ratio, them possess the football, but them never really ball way off the park in terms of maybe if all Liverpool play with that starting 11 yesterday, we get all 11, 12. You know what I mean? 11 to nil, whatever. Because we score against them with that starting 11. But we have Norwich next, then that fixture where everybody will look forward to after that. But before that, we have the FA Cup replay. It don't look good because we ain't supposed to have no game before the Liverpool game. So we could have that week to prepare, but unfortunately, we have the FA Cup replay. So it's another stumbling block that. Before all of that, we have Norwich. I don't know. As a Man U fan said to me, so just watch some ball and let go the feelings thing. So we have to just watch some ball and put the emotions one side and leave the emotions for something else, you know what I mean? So that way I do. You know what I mean? So now it's next. You know what I mean? Irie United. Oh, remember, like, share, subscribe, you know what I mean? Just continue to hit the thumbs up if you agree with some of the things that I'm saying, you know what I mean? Continue to share the video. The subscribership needs to grow. We are aiming off 1,000 subscribers this year, 2020. You see me? We know 1,000 monks there Jamaica. We know all the monks. When time we are win, the other day when we beat City, when we walk 2 months ago, we are a whole heap of jersey, me see. You know what I mean? Whole heap of jersey, me see. All if I borrow some man borrow it and put it on there, we see them. You see me? So we need the video to share around so that the people can get the thing, you know what I mean? So the subscribership can grow. You see me? Until now, which Saturday, Irie United out.